Morgan Freeman is one of the most respected voices and faces in history, but what most people don't know is that for decades, Hollywood ignored him. He was told he was too old, too late, not leading man material, and yet he never quit. This is how Morgan Freeman went from invisible to unforgettable. Morgan Freeman was born in 1937 in Memphis, Tennessee, the youngest of 5 children, growing up poor during segregation. His parents moved north looking for work, leaving young Morgan behind with his grandmother in Mississippi. When she passed away, everything became unstable. He bounced between relatives, between states, watching his mother work multiple jobs just to survive. At 6 years old, something changed. Books. A library card became his escape, his way out. Through reading, he traveled far beyond poverty and racism to oceans, adventures, and worlds he could only imagine. Years later, he would say, "Reading is the staff of life." That's where belief began. Ironically, acting wasn't the plan. Morgan dreamed of becoming a fighter pilot. He even turned down a drama scholarship to join the U.S. Air Force. For 4 years, he worked as a mechanic and radar technician. But then reality hit. He loved the idea of flying, not the life. And that realization forced a terrifying decision. He walked away from security and chose uncertainty. He chose acting. Morgan moved to New York, took acting classes, worked odd jobs, auditioned endlessly. In 1967, he landed a Broadway role in Hello, Dolly. Later, he appeared on The Electric Company, becoming recognizable to kids across America, and then silence. When the show ended, the phone stopped ringing. Hollywood had very few roles for black actors, even fewer for older ones. Morgan went through a divorce, struggled financially, battled depression. Years passed. No breakout, no fame, no security. Most people would have quit. He didn't. At 50 years old, when most actors are written off, Morgan Freeman finally got his chance. Driving Miss Daisy. One role. One performance. Everything changed. Hollywood finally saw what had always been there: depth, patience, power. Then came the Shawshank Redemption, 7, Glory, $1 Million Baby, and finally an Academy Award. Decades of rejection validated. Morgan's calm, commanding voice became legendary. He narrated documentaries, played presidents, played God. And when success finally arrived, he said something powerful. "I'm probably lucky I wasn't successful early. I might have burned out. Let that sink in. The delay wasn't punishment. It was preparation." Fame never made Morgan selfish. He invested in education, early childhood literacy, disaster relief, environmental causes. He even turned his Mississippi ranch into a bee sanctuary, just to help the planet survive. And he said this: "I don't think of this as charity. This is what I have to do. That's legacy."